Hello, everyone. I am one of the game developers here at Elder Scrolls, and I'd like to give you guys some faction ideas I have thought of, and maybe a couple more ideas. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, yes, please give us your ideas. I'd like to hear these. Hello, everyone. Let's get to my first faction idea. My first faction idea is called the Basement Dwellers. This is a group of 35-year-old men who refuse to get a job, move out of their parents' house, or even shower consistently. That is right. These guys, when their parents tell them, you need to get a job, they will say, I don't need a job. I have your support. I have your basement. That is correct. Jobs are scary to them. It's their mortal enemy. Just as much as a shower is their mortal enemy. They walk around smelling funky. Completely bad. But they don't care. Because at 9 p.m., they're going to yell, where's my chicken nuggets, Mom? And you know Mom's going to bring those chicken nuggets. And they know that too. But sir, don't you think Elder Scrolls players would prefer more traditional like factions like Mages Guild, Thieves Guild, Dark Brotherhood, things like that? I mean, this seems kind of weird and out of place. Steven, shut up, okay? This man knows what he's talking about. This is exactly what we need in our game, okay? I love the idea, sir. I absolutely like this. A basement dweller faction that's unemployed, refuses to get a job, doesn't shower consistently, and wears dirty clothes, and yells at 9 p.m. for their mom to bring the chicken nuggets down to the basement? Absolutely love the idea. Put it in the game. Let's get into my next faction. My next faction is called the Red Pill Orcs, where wisdom gets thrown out the window and it's replaced by loudness, abrasiveness, and straight up ego. Let's get into it. So the Red Pill Orcs, they believe women are second class wenches. They also believe that they're incapable of independent thought. If a woman comes up to them with an independent thought, they tell her ass, you're not allowed to think that way. Get back in the kitchen. Make me a damn sandwich. That's what they tell them. Because in their mind, woman equals wrong. That is how they think of it. And any man who dare respects a woman, treats her nice, and actually listens, that's a beta male. They're simps. And they'll never make it in the real world, according to the Red Pill Orcs. Because you have to be a strong alpha male as they flex in the mirror or flex at you. That's what they tell themselves every day, at least. Now, they have a great speechcraft ability where they constantly interrupt people and never let them get a point across. Because the thought process is, if they never get a point across, I've won the argument. Because I'm constantly interrupting them. Even if what they're saying is valid and true, you interrupt them. Don't let them finish it. Because that puts your whole idea and your whole personality in danger, and we can't have that. At the Red Pill Orcs, being loud, abrasive, and is what it's about. Sir, I don't think this idea really works. I don't think we can do this. I don't think people would like this very much. Steven, again, you don't know what's best for this company. I do. I absolutely love the idea. A group of orcs that put women in their place and tell them where they belong. In the kitchen, making a sandwich. I wish my wife would do the same. I tell her all the time, make me a damn sandwich. But yet she doesn't do it. I want my damn sandwich. And I want it now. My next group is called the Milk Drinkers. These are a band of Khajiits who must drink the milk straight from the source, from the cow's udders. They violate the farmlands of Elder Scrolls. They violate the farmers. And most of all, they violate the cow. That is right. These Khajiits go around farmlands at night, drinking the milk straight out of the udder of the cow because that's the only way they like it. Milk in a bottle, get that shit out of here. If it's not in the cow's udder, they don't want it. They're hardcore about that in that belief system. The milk comes from the cow, goes straight into me. That's what they believe. So that is my next faction idea. Sir, I can't recommend you put this in the game. There's nothing that's cool about this. There's nothing that our fans are going to like. It just seems very weird and random. Don't do that. Steven, you see, that's your goddamn problem. You have no imagination. What this man said is absolute gold. Okay? A group of Khajiits that go around farmlands at night drinking the milk from the udders of the cow because that's the only way that they'll take it. I love that. They're taking initiative and they're doing what it takes to get that sweet, delicious udder milk. I love it. Put it in the game. My next faction is called the Bretons of Bad Comedy. Breton's so wise, so philosophical, so smart, they can't make a joke funny. Although they tried, and they shouldn't, but they still try. So if you want to go down to a comedy club where the jokes are more painful than listening to a divorce hearing, more painful than a UTI, go down the Bretons of Bad Comedy. If you want to listen to punchlines that miss by a mile, I'm talking about they didn't even hit the heavy bag. They punched the coach in the face, and now the coach is angry. Go down the Bretons of Bad Comedy. If you want to hear crickets chirping instead of laughter, go down to the Bretons of Bad Comedy. Because these guys can't tell a joke. But the funny part is they think they can. Sir, I don't think our fans want a comedy club, especially with bad comedians, in a medieval fantasy role-playing game. I feel like that's very against what our game is meant to be. Steven, this is what everyone wants in a medieval fantasy role-playing game. Comedy clubs, especially ones with Bretons that can't tell comedy because they're bad comedians, because they're too smart, too philosophical, and too wise, is what every medieval fantasy role-playing game wants. All right? This man's idea is golden. I love it. But my question is, do you have any idea where the game will take place? Do I have any idea where this game will take place? Actually, I do have an idea of where this game will take place, and we've been thinking about it for a while. Elder Scrolls in space. That's right. Elder Scrolls, not on one planet in space, not on two, but on 6 different planets in space. Yeah, that's right. We're taking Elder Scrolls to space, baby. Sir, putting this game in space is not a good idea. We're a medieval fantasy role-playing game. This doesn't work. It goes against the whole idea, the whole premises of the game series. Steven, this is an amazing idea, okay? It does not have to be in a medieval setting, okay? If he wants to make it in space, I love this. He wants to explore new territory. It's imaginative. It works, okay? You know, let's just say that they all shot up in a space shuttle together, and that's why all the Elder Scrolls races and everybody is in space now. Okay? It works. I love it. But my question is, are you going to put any DLC in the game? Will there be any DLC? Well, in fact, we have an idea to get more money for the company and to get more money out of those customers' pockets. Get this. We're going to have only one race of character available. All the other races will be DLC that they have to pay for separately to get. Huh? Isn't that something? Sir, I don't think it's morally right to our fan base to make them pay for every race except one separately as DLC. That just seems very greedy, and I don't think that works sometimes in the gaming industry. People could turn away because of that. Steven, it is not morally wrong to make our customers pay for every other race except one race in the game. Okay? They want to do that because they love us. Paying us is their way of saying, thank you so much, Elder Scrolls. We love you. We're going to continue to give you more money. I love this idea we're putting in the game as DLC. Only one race available and all the other races have to be bought separately with real money as DLC? Put it in. Do I think I can do more? Oh, 100% we could do more to get more money from these customers. Get this. Every time you get arrested in-game and you have to pay a bounty, the game's bounty won't come out as virtual currency. The player will have to pay the bounty with their real money. Huh? Isn't that something? Steven, stand up and clap or you're fired, okay? I love it. Absolutely love it. We're doing this. I hate this job so much, but I need the money.